Okay, cool.
All right. So first, I want to introduce BitUniverse to you guys first. So BitUniverse is an all-in-one app, crypto portfolio and management app, which will provide portfolio management, which means that crypto traders could just import their API keys to BitUniverse, and we could help them to automatically track in their portfolio through different exchange. So that means also include Hydax, because we just have a partnership like a month ago. So another cool feature I would like to introduce is that we also provide a trading bot within BitUniverse. So that means after you import the API keys from Hydax, you could create a trading bot, which we called it Grid Trading Bot within BitUniverse. So that's a really short, brief introduction about BitUniverse. So I'm going to the next page. So what is Grid Trading Bot and why should we use Grid Trading Bot? So according to the market situation, which I screenshot from the Hydax exchange, as you can see that around 70% of the time, the market was in the fluctuation phase, which means that the price just keep pumping and dumping within the specific price range, just like what I have stated in the screenshot here. So you can see the little yellow square box. So the price just fluctuates within this range. So as you can see that if we could profit from the fluctuation, if we could buy low and sell high within this price range, that means we could have a lot of profit within this area. So that is where Grid Trading Bot comes in. So Grid Trading Bot is a very simple trading strategy, which a lot of people using it in the traditional forex trading market. So let me introduce the principles, the concept behind Grid Trading Bot first. So it is really simple strategy that after we set it a price range, so the trading bot will just help us to buy low when the price keep dumping, and after that, if the price pumping, then the bot will sell some portion a little bit and sell some portion a little bit for you, so that help you to profit from the buy and sell within the swinging market. So this is how Grid Trading Bot works. So do you guys have any questions so far? And we could discuss a little bit.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions about grid trading? So actually, grid trading just divide all the trading prices into grids. So the bot will help you buy and sell in a very minimum price difference and make profits from it.
Yes, exactly. So the bot won't. If you have heard about trading bots, maybe some trading bots will tell you that they will predict the trend of the market, but the Grid Trading Bot will not predict the market. It will just buy low and sell high within the price range which you told him, which you let it to do it. So it is a very simple strategy, but it is also a powerful strategy that I will share some use cases for you guys later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys could, so if you guys don't have any question, I'm going to next part. So you could see this is a file that we wrote it to help. It's a tutorial to help users to learn more about the bot. I will share the link to you guys after the meeting. So there's a part I want to share with you is the explanation of grid trading. So let's just go deep into how the bot work. But as community admins, so you guys need to know the concept behind the bot. But for the end user, for other users in your community, maybe they won't need to know that much behind the bot, because we have a very user-friendly user interface. So they don't need to know, they don't even need to know the concept. They just need to so that how much money they want to use with the bots and what the price range. But I think if you guys know the concept behind this, it will be really helpful when you are talking with your community members. All right, so in this example, let's say the Bitcoin is going to fluctuate within let's say 3,000 and 4,000 USD, and so we want to capture the swinging profits within this range. So what we will do? We will just set the price range between it, and let's say we set a number of grid to 6. That means we will slice the price range to 6 parts, as you can see in the first graph. So after decide the price range and the number of grids, the other parameter we need to decide is the amount per grid. The amount per grid means that how many Bitcoin or we want to buy or sell in each grid. So that's the amount per grid to 1 BTC, which means each grid will have a 1 BTC buy order or sell order. Okay, so let's go to the third picture. So that's what you can see after creating the bot. So in this image, the current price is 34.50, right? So above the price, we will have some sell order, and below the current price, we will have some buy orders. So that means if let's say the price pump and the across the 3,600 sale order, and after the order executed, the bot will place another buy order just below this 3,600. So it will place buy orders at 3,400. So which means if the price drop back to, let's say, 3,400, it will has a buy order. So that means whenever the price pump and dump, it will have a sell and buy order just below and above the price. That's how we make profit within the swing market. So there's another example. If the price dump and reach the 3,400, and after the orders being executed, we will have another 3,600 sell order just above the price. So yes, that is really simple one. Yeah.
Our Filipinos manager asked a question. How would we know if it's time to buy or sell? Are you using an indicator?
Okay, so in this strategy, we won't use any indicators, because you just need to choose the price range, and after you choosing the price range, the bot will just help you to place all the orders within the range according to your parameter, just like what I'm talking about in this image. Yeah, so the bot won't
yeah.
The bot won't have any indicator.
Yeah. So the principle of this grid trading is that we set a price range and the bot just swing in between this price range and make a profit. So when the price swing between our price and like between every grid, and the grid bot will buy or sell to make a profit. That's the principle of this bot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's not an indicator where it predict it will go high, go up or go down. It will just make profits from the swinging.
Yeah. Actually, it is very simple, and it is very powerful because there is no one algorithm that could predict the market. Most of the algorithm won't work in the cryptocurrency market. Yeah, so in this strategy we won't predict, but we capture the swinging profit, because as we know, the market was in the fluctuation market for 70% of all the time. Yeah. All right, so besides the fluctuation use cases, I want to introduce another interesting use case, because when I talking to some of the crypto traders, sometimes they are afraid to buy in Bitcoin because they are thinking that Bitcoin is going to dump to 6,000 USDT. And so there's another interesting example is that for example, I was talking about with them, and if they think the price is going to dump to 6,000, but you can't tell is it going to dump to exact 6,000 or 7,000. So I will just suggest them to create a grid trading bot for the price range from 6,000 to 9,000. So when the price dump, the bot will just help you to buy the dip a little bit and buy the dip a little bit when another dip comes in. So this is another example for helping users to accumulate more Bitcoin or other coins they want. Yeah, so this bot is very interesting tools. You could use it in a lot of scenarios. Okay, so let me check. No, the grid trading bot is free to use. Actually, the only BitUniverse feature is free to use. All you need to pay is the normal trading fee in exchanges, such as
Hydax.
Yeah, such as the maker fees and the taker fees in Hydax. That is all you need to pay, because just the same like in all the other exchanges.
Because we already paid for BU, so you guys don't need to. You guys just use the service.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How can we determine the rate, grid, bait, and buy and sell if it's already mentioned earlier, please? I'm not sure what is this mean. You mean this part, the buy and the sell orders?
Yeah, that part. The red grid between the buy and sell. So how can we determine if it's
okay? So you could read this tutorial after the meeting for more details. When we set a price range, we will also determine the number of grids. So if I have, if I set the number of grids to a higher number, I will have more buy and sell orders, just like this one. So if I set such as 100 grid numbers to this grid bot, you will see a lot of sell orders and a lot of buy orders just within this price range. Okay. So actually, you don't need to calculate what the exact price in the bot, because our app will calculate that for you.
You just need to set up a range, and the app will calculate and jump around in a grids to make profits for you.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
Okay. Dave, you can keep going.
Okay, so I'm done. Yeah. We will go to next part to connect Hydax to BitUniverse. So if you guys don't have any question about the grid trending, let's move to next part to import your API keys to BitUniverse. Right. So. Okay, so so for Hydax, you could get your API keys. Wow, what is this? API keys under your account page here. So I want all of you to just follow my steps and do it with me. So after the workshop, you will all have your API imported to BitUniverse. Yeah. So now you could log into your Hydax exchange and turn to this page.
Yeah.
So that is where you could see your API keys. So I'm going to delete mine for test for okay, so let's open two websites. One is Hydax Exchange, and another is BitUniverse bot page. So you could very easily to just import your keys, API keys, with both on the PC side. So you don't need to pass it to your messenger and pass it to your BitUniverse app. So if you guys have get it ready, that. So for creating the API keys, first you need to add a remark on here. So let's say bot and create API keys. So if you haven't connect your Google of authentication, you could connect it right now, because that would be a lot more secure for your account. So after input your Google code, you will you will have your secret, API secret. So let's just copy and paste to here. So you could see Hydax in here. And just let's pass the secret key first. You could pass it here. Okay. So another okay. Another tag you need to copy is the API key. The API key. So after you copy and paste the API keys and API secrets, we could just import at here. Okay, so imported successfully. So everyone have done this step. Please let me know in the chat room if you guys have imported your API keys from Hydax to BitUniverse.
Have you guys follow with David's steps? Just let us know if you have trouble to input your API, connect with the BitUniverse, because David's here and helping us. So just feel free to ask him if you have any troubles.
Right, so there's another, I want to, because some of the users, they will ask that should they whitelisted their API keys? Because for like for Hydax, we could whitelist the IP, the IP address for these API keys, but we don't need to do that because the API, after you import the API keys, all the API keys were stored in the BitUniverse server, and we have hundreds of servers, so we don't have a static API IP address. So just leave this part blank and don't whitelist your API keys. Okay, so please let me know if you guys have imported your keys. And if you have any question, you could let me know and I will help you to import the keys. And I've just noticed that there is another functional here. So just leave it as functional, because if you turn it to read only, which means we can't place any orders for you with this API key. So let's just leave it functional. After creating an account in BitUniverse, I don't see Hydax. Are you using the app or the website version?
Are you using the mobile app or the website?
If you go through the bots.bituniverse.org, you should see Hydax when you when you select the exchange for API import. Just like here, you could find Hydax here and click it, and you could import your API key and the secret key here. Oh, but if you are using iPhone, you need to download through test flight, because if you just download from the App Store, you won't see trading features. But if you are using Android, you are cool with it. Yeah. Where I can find my API. Okay, so you need to log into Hydax first, and go through here and user center, click here, and you will see API section here. Under your user center, user account. Okay, so how about others?
Okay, let's just keep going. I will follow up with others.
Okay, so after you import the API keys, you could find like tracking your balance, and also creating bots in this page. How should I remove this? Delete. Okay. Okay, so so besides trading bots, you could also use manual trade in this page. So you don't need to if you are using for example, if you are using trading bots on our website, you could also use manual. You don't need to like switching between the exchange. So this is also for manual buy and sell, and you could see the order book here and the order history. It is all real time, and you could see all the info you need for trading. So let's go through trading bots. So let's just click create. So this bot will be under Bitcoin versus USDT trading pair. Because I don't have enough balance right now, so so I will just demo it. Okay, so as you can see, let's check set myself first. For creating the bot, there are two options for users to create the bot. One is they could set the parameter for themselves, and so in this section, they could select the upper limit and lower limits for this is for the price range, and also there's another optional stop loss price here, but I don't suggest you to use it, because most of the coin will be pumped back to pump back. So if you use stop loss price, maybe the price will be sell at the stop loss, and you will suffer in the loss. And the grease quantity, which is the number of grids that I mentioned in the introduction. So this is price. This two is a price range and the grids quantity. And the last part is that what's the quantity per grid you need to purchase. So let's just type, let's say 9,000. Okay, no. And let's set the lower limit to 9,000, and which means the bot will set the price range between 9,000 to 9,800. So let's set the grid quantity to 10. So after you can notice that after I input the grid quantity, you could see the profit per grid here. Yeah. So this is the profit you will get in each buy and sell. So if I input 10, you will see the profit per grid will be 0.92 to 0.99. If I increase this part, let's say 100, no, 50, the profits per grid will be a little bit lower to 0.17 to 0.18, because if you use a higher number of profit of grid quantity, you will execute more orders within this price range. So last step is to input this one. So after you input the like how many Bitcoin you want the bot to buy or sell, the bot will calculate the required balance for you, which means that you need for this parameter, you need around 80 USDT for this bot. So you could just fine tuning this one. If you want to use more balance, you just, let's say, translate to 0.002, and you will have more. But if you want to less, so just turn back to 0.001. Okay, so this is a manual setting part. For most of the newbies to grid trading, it is really hard for them to just set all the parameters for themselves, because they need to learn what is the principle behind grid trading, and they also need to learn a lot of parameter, the meaning behind it. So there's another easy way for the newbie is to use the AI strategy. So in this AI strategy, we will suggest the price range for you, and also the profit per grid, which is the grid number. So all you need to do is to scroll the bar and select how much money you want to invest with this bot. So it's really easy for, if a user want to use grid trading bot, you could let them to just use the AI strategy. And so how does the parameter comes? We use a back testing algorithm for seven days. So we will just dictate what is the price situation in these 7 days before today. Yeah, so it will suggest the parameter for you, and you could just scroll like how much investment you need to invest with the bot. Okay, so far, do you guys have any other questions? This is for how to use the bot after importing the API keys. So if you have imported the API keys and you are on the same page as I am, you could try to create a bot and test it a little bit, and you will know how the bot works.
Yeah, for most of the new users, we can just use this AI strategy and it will automatically help you set up a strategy, and you just need to decide how much money you want to put in to do this swinging trading.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know which pair to trade it with, I will suggest you could try Bitcoin versus USDT pairs, and just go with the AI strategy.
Mm.
Or if you want to set it manually, if I were you, I will set, let's say, the lower price to 9100 here, and the and the higher price to maybe to around here.
Mm.
Yeah. So because I am bullish with Bitcoin, because I think the halving will have a more upcoming pump, so we could just take some profit within this price range. So there's another question that most of the users will ask me is that how many money I would suggest them to invest with the grid trading bot. For myself, I will use 10% to 20% of my assets to use the grid bot, because if the price break your upper limit, it will sell all your Bitcoins in within this price range. So if after that, if the price keep pumping, you will you will lose the trending profit. So just use some of your portion to grid trading bot, because this is also a risk management, right? Use some of your balance to profit from the swinging market, and hold on to most of your assets for the bullish bull market. Yes, this is just my trading strategy. Yeah.
But if can I set up a time frame for this, or I just need to log into my account and stop the bot for this price range? So can I just set up like 7 days for this price range from 9,000 to 10,000, or I just need to manually log in and stop it?
Okay, you mean that how do you mean that how much time I suggest a strategy lasted, or
Yeah. And can we set it up in advance, or we just need to manually stop it and start it?
oh yeah, you need to manually stop and
Okay.
and start it.
Okay.
But if you have the stop loss price, let's say if I set the stop loss at 8,800.
Oh, I
So
see.
if the price break 8,800,
Mm-hmm.
the bot will help you to end the bot and sell
Okay.
all your holdings at this price.
Oh, I see.
And this will be market orders.
Okay.
So it will just help you to stop loss at this. But for me, I won't set stop loss price, because I'm bullish to all the cryptocurrency. So I don't want to sell it.
Yeah. Okay.
So all you need to or to create or to close, you need to manually to use it.
Okay.
Okay, so after you guys are creating your very first grid trading bot on Pionex, you will see a lot of orders on your Hydax account. Those orders were placed by the grid trading bot, and don't close any of the orders, because that will lead to the cancel of the bot. If the bot detect that a user's cancel one of the orders that placed by this bot, it will just automatically cancel the bot, and it will just cancel itself. So if users, because some of users will close or cancel the orders directly in the exchanges. So you guys should let them know that don't do that, or the bot will be stopped.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, so if you guys don't have any question on this part, and this will be all it will be all for today.
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest all of you need to try the bots after this meeting, and maybe we could have another meeting, because I know that you will have a lot more questions when you start using the bot.
Yeah,
and
because this month we will be working very closely with BitUniverse. We're gonna host our trading competition in the end of February, and we're gonna have a big bounty program to promote our collaborations and all that. So we just really appreciate our regional managers to learn this app first, and to truly experience it, and then you can help answer the questions from the community.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So next week we're probably gonna have another public AMA open to all the communities. But before that, I wanna because we offer this free training to all the regional managers. So we just hopeful like you really experience this bot, and next week when we have the AMA, you guys can already answer some questions from the community. Yeah, and even better that if you keep practicing, maybe you can even join the competition in the end of February and win some Bitcoins. So yeah, that's just today. Thanks for David coming to give us a free training. And if you guys have any questions, let's just talk in our group chat, and that's it. Like, thanks for everyone's participation.
All right, thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Okay, so
okay, thank you, Dave.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.